for step 56, attaching the side mirrors. Well, we've got to grab our side mirrors, which I have done right over here. And then from the body, or I should say the extra body pieces that come before you trim, we need to use one of those as the backing for the side mirror stickers, and then you can see it's going to go into the mirror itself. There's also these two tow hitch pieces that have to go on, and then of course we've got to install the mirrors with the O-rings and the small body pins. Now, one thing to note, which I've mentioned before, notice that they're saying paint TS14, TS29. Well, TS29 is a semi-gloss black, TS14 is just black. I'm not going to do this. You can if you want, but for me, in this case, because they're all the trim pieces, black is black is black. And these mirrors are going to get scratched from rollovers, etc. I'm not going to spend that much time doing detail when it's not even going to be visible when you're using the car. So I am not going to do all these paintings of all the trims. I'm happy with the color it's molded with. So there are all of our O-rings and bushings and pins, and I've got the plastic ready for the mirrors, and I've started cutting them out, so I'll show you how to do that, and we'll just get started. So because the side marker lights are so small, and I don't really want to lose them, let's just get them on first. There we go. So I'm just going to grab my tweezers, and they're the same for both mirrors. So I'm just going to make sure that that is seated right. And there we go. So there is one of our side marker lights. So I'll grab the other one. Same thing. Let's see if this will come off easier with the tweezers. See, sometimes it works better with the tweezers, sometimes it doesn't. Ah, there we go. Okay. So same again, and I'm starting at this end on the inner side because I know that at the front it kind of just tails off, so you know that this side is probably where you should probably mark it. Yeah. So at least if it's on this side is matched correctly, it's okay if it just doesn't go to the end. Okay, so those side marker lights are attached. We're good to go. Now, the next thing is we need to get the mirror pieces ready for installation into the side mirror. Now, when you've cut these parts off to be used for that, they tell you to take off the film, which you can see there is a film there. So that's one part done. The other thing is I have cut these to the size, and what we're going to do is we're just going to stick one on, just like that. And the reason they have you do this is it makes it a lot easier to cut it out, because now we can do just that. So I'm going to use my scissors here to now cut around the mirror. Just like that. quite so close. So then we can cut around. And again, let's cut through. There we go. And around. And then around on this other side. There we go. So there is one of them. Now, I'm just going to do a check to make sure that this fits okay. Which it does. But in order to attach it, we need to use double-sided tape to make sure that it stays. So I'll grab that. So for the double-sided tape, what I tend to do is, for example, here's some. I'm just going to cut around it, more or less. And then I'm going to take this off and I'm going to attach it to the double-sided tape, just like that. And then I'll cut around it. And that way I'll get a nice, clean line. So now that's really a perfect fit. So we're going to take that backing off, grab our mirror, make sure that we've got it in the correct way. We can tell that most of that double-sided tape is going to stick to this side, so I'm just going to make sure that it's there. Push in, and there we go. So there is our side mirror, and it's got the plastic surfaces facing out, so it's got a bit more of a shinier look. And then that is it. So I went ahead and did the other one. So there's the other light, or side mirror. So those are finished. So now that we've done all of that, all we need to do now is install the mirrors and the tow hooks. So let's do the driver's side mirror first. And you can see it's an ME4, so it's one of the small O-rings. And if we grab our body, we know that we need to push that into here. Just like that. And on the back side, we're going to need to put our O-ring down. Just like that. And we're going to grab one of our small body pins. And we're going to need to find that hole. There we go. Make sure that the rubber is down when you slide this through. There we go. And there we go. So there is one of the side mirrors in place. So same again on the other side. Let's make sure that this fits in nice. There we go. And turn it over. Grab our O-ring. But I see that there's some excess. We're just going to get out of the way. There we go. And we'll push this O-ring on. Whoops, that's come out. So it's come on. Well, now I don't have that all the way in or something. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's push the O-ring on. And grab one of our pins. And there we go. So that one is in 2. So there are our side mirrors. And they look great. So, last thing we need to do is we need to attach the tow hooks. Now, as you can see, with the way that tow hook is, the tow hook is going to go in facing in that direction. So, we need to pop that in. That went in nicely. And we'll grab the other one and pop that one in. That's gone in nicely. So they look pretty good. And on the other side, we've got these rubber bushings. So it's going to be the same idea. I'm going to put the bushing on. And grab our pin. And slide it through. Okay. So there is one of the tow hooks in place, and do the same thing on the other side. Push that in place, and let's grab our pin. If you can see that. Sometimes it can be tougher working with the bushings as well as, there we go, well as the pin. There we go. Come on. There. So there is the pin in place. So now we've got our tow hooks attached as well. So there we go. There is step 56. So now we can move on to step 57 and work on the roof rails.